Good morning, Kilby family. Good morning. Welcome to a great day here at Kilby. Today is Friday, August the 7th, 2026. It is the third day of the school year. We have had 2 great days so far. I am so excited for the school year that we have coming up. I want to thank you all for coming in and already just getting started, getting in your classrooms, learning about all the procedures and things that we do here at Kilby. Just know that they are very, very important in order for us to have a successful school year. Each teacher has given you some instructions, some directions that you need to follow each and every day. That just makes for a great school day and a great school year. Probably one of the most important things you probably have heard is make sure that you are listening for instructions when the teacher is talking. Make sure that you are paying attention. Always lock in. Make sure that your eyes are tracking your teacher. You're watching and seeing what's going on so that you can know what to do next. That's so important. Also, throughout this year, you're going to hear me talking about doing things the Kilby way. The Kilby way. Here at Kilby, for those of you that are new, we do have a standard here. In other words, there's just a certain way that we do things that just makes our school so great. And we take pride in our school. We are very proud of what we do here. We're very proud of every teacher. We're very proud of our building. This is a very old building, so we are proud of it, and we want to take care of our building. And we're proud of our students. We're proud of you. And so you'll hear me talking about that all throughout the year because that word pride actually means something. The P in pride stands for perseverance. That's a big word, perseverance. And that just means we never give up. When things are tough, when they're hard, maybe we don't understand what the teacher is teaching us, we raise our hand, we ask questions, we work through it, we try to do our best, we don't give up. That's called perseverance, okay? The R in pride stands for respect. That's when you've probably heard before. We are respectful. In other words, when someone else is talking, we don't interrupt them. We wait until they're finished talking, or if the opportunity presents itself. We're also kind to one another. I know Coach talked to many of you all about filling each other's buckets, and that's another part of what we do here. But we are respectful of one another. We're respectful of adults. We're going to work on saying yes, sir, yes, ma'am. No, sir, no, ma'am. When someone asks you a question, when an adult asks you a question, did you complete your assignment? Yeah. No, we don't want to say yeah. We want to say yes, ma'am. We want to say yes, sir, and no, sir. Those are things that you will need to have when you go on to middle school and high school and even out into the workforce. We want you to be prepared and ready for that. And that's how people would expect you to respond, being respectful. The I in pride stands for integrity. That means doing the right thing. Okay? That means doing the right thing, even when no one is watching. We don't like bullies here. We don't like it when people are not kind to one another. So we do things with integrity. We don't take things that don't belong to us. If we find something, we turn it into the teacher, and the teacher figures out who it belongs to. All right? So we are showing integrity even when no one is watching. We always try to do the right thing. Okay? The D stands for diligence. We do our best work. We don't turn in slop. We don't turn in half completed assignments. Our folders don't look a whole big mess. We try to make sure that everything looks nice, neat, and in order. Do things with diligence, completing it, finishing it, and turning it in if needed. That's just part of what we do here at Kilby. And of course, the E in pride stands for excellence. Everything we do here, we do with excellence. And so you'll hear us talking about that all year long. We want your best effort. We want your best work because that's just a part of doing things the Kilby way, okay? So I just wanted to make sure that we mentioned that this morning. And it doesn't matter if you're in kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade. even sixth grade. We want everybody to do things the Kilby way. Even our pre-Kers are watching us to see how we do things in case they get to come here to the big building and go to school here. So help us show each other how to do things the Kilby way. Remind each other, hey, remember, we don't do that here. All right, just help us out on that. And we're going to have a great school year, a great school day. A couple of shout outs I want to give. First shout out I want to give is probably the first class that I saw walking through the hallways with the zero talk policy. I know your teachers have talked to you about that, but I want to shout out the fourth grade. The fourth grade was the first class that I saw that actually completed that, going and coming from their classroom. So great job, Miss Nichols. Great job, fourth grade, on that. I did see some other classes do that throughout the day, throughout the week. Third grade has really done some really neat things in the classroom. I love the way that they're already taking care of their procedures. First grade, I tell you, first grade looks like a little business in there. I mean, they are really taking care of things. They're being good listeners. And so we want to continue down that path. I walked into kindergarten and everyone was sitting on their spots on the carpet. They were listening. That was really good to see. Our big kids in sixth and fifth grade, I've watched them do some really good things. But just remember, we want to make sure that the hallways are no talk zones. They are no talk zones. Our second grade, I saw them when they were going to lunch. They did that excellently yesterday. So we want to make sure that when you're going and coming from your classroom, please do not talk in the hallway. I know you might be excited about something or whatever, but wait until you get inside your classroom before you do that, okay? That just shows respect for the other classes. All right, we're going to pause now for a brief moment of silence. And in this moment of silence, I want you to think about how you are going to have a great day. And after that moment of silence, we're going to stand and we're going to do our Pledge of Allegiance procedures. All right, so now we will have a moment of silence. All right, teachers and students, let's stand for the pledge. Thank you for standing. So then I'll say attend. Hut. We stand up nice and straight. I'll say salute. You place your hand over your heart. And then we say the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, you may be seated. Now, I said that pledge a little slow this morning because we've got some kindergarten friends who have never done it. We might have some first grade friends who may have forgotten it as well. So I'll probably do it a little bit slower in the beginning of the year, and then we'll pick it up once I understand and know that the little ones have picked up and understand and know and are able to do it. Okay. Well, listen, that's all I have. I know I've talked long. Most messages won't be this long, but since it's our first one, I wanted to go ahead and put those things in there that I talked about this morning. But listen, have a fantastic Friday. Continue to make good decisions and continue to do things the Kilby way. Also, look for an opportunity to fill someone's bucket today because you just might need yours filled as well. That's all I have for now, guys. Take care. And as always, roar, Lions.